Chris Sale threw 2 scoreless innings, Mookie Betts made a spectacular play from the outfield, and Craig Kimbrel almost blew the game in the ninth, but came back strong to get those 3 outs, which led to Robinson Cano hitting a solo shot into the stands in the top of the 10th to give the American League a 2-1 win in the All-Star game. Welcome on in, everybody. This is Lauren Campbell reporting for CLNS, giving you a little break from that voice of Joe Buck. CLNS is a leading online provider for audio-visual coverage for the Boston Red Sox. Well, my prediction, along with my Red Sox beat co-host Jared Scally's prediction, could not have been more wrong from the final score of tonight's All-Star game. Fellow co-host and Red Sox beat team manager Jess Thomas was much closer in his prediction, but he still didn't get it right. But I'm not going to tell you what our predictions were, so go on over, take a listen to Red Sox beat from this week, and just to see our exact predictions, because mine and Jared's are pretty humorous, I'm not going to lie. Before we get into the 88th Annual Midsummer Classic, there was a pretty cool moment before the first pitch was thrown. Bryce Harper honored the late Jose Fernandez, who we all know was killed last year in a boating accident, by sporting a pair of cleats with Fernandez on them. Pretty cool moment, pretty cool cleats, go check it out. It's all over Twitter, I tweeted it out earlier. Definitely a very cool moment. And he also pointed to his cleats during the introductions for each team. As you know, Fernandez played for the Miami Marlins, where the All-Star game was held this year down in Miami. Most likely he would have been on this team if he was still alive. Another tribute to the late pitcher came in the third when Cardinals pitcher Carlos Martinez wrote the initials JF into the mound. Once again, just very cool, very somber moment for everyone there tonight. There was no scoring action in this game until the 5th inning when Jonathan Schoop doubled, then scored on a single from Cano to give the American League a 1-0 lead. In the 4th, Nolan Arenado made a huge mistake and decided to test the arm of Mookie Betts as he tried to take second base, and Betts, from the warning track, threw him out, and he proved just why he was voted into this All-Star game. You do not run on Betts. You just don't do it. In the top of the 6th, we had a feel-good, fun moment here as Nelson Cruz came to the dish and took out his phone, gave it to catcher Yadier Molina so he could take a picture of Cruz with home plate umpire Joe West. Just an all-around fun moment, and just another reminder as to why we love baseball so much and why it is hands down the best sport, all around. Molina was the one to tie the game in the home half of the 6th for the National League, and that's how the score would stay, even though Kimbrel gave Red Sox fans and AL fans a bit of a heart attack in the 9th when he came into the game. He gave up 2 walks in the inning and had the game-winning run on 3rd, but he ended the inning doing what he does best, and that's striking out the batter to end the inning. Robinson Cano led off the extra innings with a solo shot to right, putting up the American League by 1, and then just like that, the National League found themselves down to their final 3 outs in the last half of the 10th. Corey Seager led off the inning and hit a rocket to right, but Justin Upton made a spectacular diving catch to rob him of at least a single. Andrew Miller closed out the game in the 10th, giving the American League that 2-1 win. Kimbrel was the winning pitcher for the game, putting him in good company with Roger Clemens, Josh Beckett, and Jonathan Papelbon as the only Red Sox pitchers to win an All-Star game. Usually this is where I hand out the game MVP, but as you know, it's handed out after each All-Star game, and this year it was given to Robinson Cano, and I'm not going to argue with it. The guy hit the home run to give the American League the lead, essentially won the game for the American League, so no argument for me there. It could have gone to Kimbrel, however, because he did throw more balls than strikes in that 9th inning, and he still got the win. This was brought to my attention by none other than our own Jess Thomas, so thank you for that. Your fun fact, the American League has now won the Midsummer Classic 5 consecutive years in a row. Although it doesn't mean anything anymore for the home field advantage, definitely still fun bragging rights. I still love everything about this game, so 5 consecutive years, I'll take it. The Red Sox are back in action and kick off the second half of the season against Aaron Judge and those New York Yankees on Friday. I will be in attendance as Drew Pomeranz takes the mound for the Sox. First pitch is set for 7:10, and make sure you check back here for your pregame notes from Nick Tasso and a full game recap from either Jess Thomas or Adam Ballou. We like to keep you on your toes here at CLNS. I hope you enjoyed this All-Star game just as much as I did, and it's just a few short 72 hours left until the Red Sox are back on our TVs again. This has been Lauren Campbell for CLNS.